GoPro, start recording. All right, guys, they're arresting Cat. They're arresting El Charo. They got First Amendment strike team. I'm their backup. So I think they got all their devices down. So I hope somebody look up Pima County Corrections Office and start posting the number to these guys. They came out on the sidewalk and got El Charo right where I'm standing. They came out and got him and walked him back here. The sun's right in my eyes, so it's real hard to read my... Good, thank you, CCW. It was a setup. They told them that they can go back on, and then they arrested him. So, Catil the Hun Freedom Fighters hooked up. First Amendment strike teams hooked up, and so is El Charo Negro. And a deputy came out and told them that they could go on there as long as they're not breaking the law. Same thing as what happened to me when I called. That's what they said. As long as they're not breaking the law. So let's see here, guys. Let me see. It's hard to hold this with my hand, and then my right hand's no good, so it's really hard to hold it up high so I could read it. No, the charges won't stick, but they're gonna run them through the ringer. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit in there. Let's see here. It's hard. Oh, it's hard to do that. I don't got my phone no more, guys. I ain't got my gimbal or my phone because it went bad yesterday, so I'm in between phones. So again, Catil the Hun Freedom Fighter, First Amendment strike team, and El Charo Negro Justice, all three are being detained in handcuffs. And maybe I can't go live because I'm live myself. Can any of you tell me, is Catil the Hun Freedom Fighters turned off? Is El Charo Negro Justice, is his turned off? Can anybody look and see? I think First Amendment strike team was stagnant recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. But yeah, this is a setup, guys, because they said they could go back on, and when they did, yes, Cat Fast and El Charo arrested. Yes. So if anybody, James Freeman, if you're on, if you can go on and get people to come over to my channel. So is there? So can you tell me if their channels are still recording? Okay, only El Charo's on. Okay, good. He's buffering though. Yeah. Yeah, any auditors in the Tucson area, we do need backup over here. So anyone that can get over here. This is what they're doing to him. And they wasn't doing nothing other than recording, so they're... Yeah, Cat is off. Good, El Charo's recording. Good, so you can hear what they're saying. Excellent. I'm glad he's not buffering so you can hear him. So you can see what's going on from mine and you can listen to it on El Charo's. Good. Comes sheriff coming in. There's another one. So lots of sheriffs are coming. Hopefully there's a supervisor.
Hello?
Hello, James. Are you watching?
I am. I'm on
Okay.
Charles.
Okay, I got the broad view. I'm standing out watching the whole situation. I can't hear what they're saying, but I can see all three of them. So, all right, just to let you know, I got mine on too. So, I'm standing out on the sidewalk. I'm live.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Chuck.
Yep. So, what are they saying to him? They can arrest him? Yeah. All right.
I can hear some faint talking in the background, but...
All righty. All right. Good. So watch mine if you want to see the big picture. They might come after me too.
Stay on the sidewalk, just because we got to have one person out.
Yes, I'm staying on the sidewalk, but they got him off the sidewalk too. They came out and took them off the sidewalk. So, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Bye. All right, guys, boy. Yeah, I was talking to James Freeman. Yeah, stay off the property, point the cam at them. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I sure wish I had my gimbal. Is this windy out here? And it's really hard to hold it. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers out there. 7 officers, got 3 people detained for having cameras. So just if anyone's just coming on, to recap, they got Catillo the Hun freedom fighter hooked up. They got El Charro Negro hooked up. They got FAST, First Amendment Strike Team, hooked up. No, this is the sidewalk. Yeah, it'd be safer on the other side of the street, but then you guys wouldn't see them. This is a public sidewalk. There's no doubt about it. And I'm within, the easement goes all the way back to that wall. So I'm just as good on this, legally, I'm just as good on this sidewalk as the one across the street. So I'm standing my ground on this sidewalk. We don't know the charges. We don't know the charges. Having a camera on government public areas, I guess it would have to be. Ironically, you guys, they're sitting right underneath the camera. You see that camera they're sitting under? I mean, there's cameras everywhere here. So. So yeah, any auditors in the Tucson area, Dizzy Goat, anyone in the Tucson area, are probably going to be here for quite some time. They don't got far to transport them to the county jail because we're on it. Yep, and that's the first time Kat was ever hooked up. She was never arrested, and she was never hooked up before. So now she is. I mean, and most people know she used to be a cop. But they made a big mistake with all 3 of them. So if anyone wants to hear what's happening, El Charro Negro has his stream still going with the audio, someone told me. Wait time's more than 60 minutes? Good. They deserve that. I don't know why they're doing it again. People are honking. Comes another sheriff deputy, it looks like. Yes, they grabbed El Charro off the sidewalk. They came out here right where I'm standing, even further down by the bus stop. See that bus stop down there? See, there's Tucson police. They're trying to have some of this. So they want some of this stuff. Of course, I am Tucson police suck. Right up my alley. Yeah, he was right out on the sidewalk, and they came out and got him. But he went in there, but then he walked on the sidewalk. They came out and got him and took him back on the property. So I was never on the property today. So oh, my buffering? Good, El Charro's stream is live still. As long as it's getting good audio, that's good. No buffer, good. Clear as glass, good. Yes, time for a mass audit over here at Pima. We went in with 3 the other day. He got hemmed up. We all left. We had the next day. We had the federal court days for James Freeman. So we couldn't get hooked up that day because we couldn't have him miss his court date. So we left the property, and these guys left the property too. And then the sheriff talked to him and said that they can go back as long as they're not breaking the law. And then they arrested him. So that was a trick. That was just one of their little ruses to get you in there. So How's it going? You a cop watcher? Good. Was you watching the assault?
Yes,
Good.
yesterday, before yesterday,
Good.
almost the whole week.
Good.
Killers arrested?
Yeah, they're all arrested. 3 of them. Catilla, the Hun freedom
And
fighter.
Charro too?
El Charles arrested. He's right there in the red.
Oh, really?
That's in the red. Catilla's got arrested. She's in the black.
Uh-huh.
Catilla Hun, the freedom fighter. And then FAST, First Amendment Strike Team, is arrested. They're all 3 arrested.
For what?
And I'm Tucson Police Suck. We don't know. They didn't do nothing. So they're probably trespassing them officially. It looks like, because he's got the ticket booklet there. But they came out, and then a sheriff deputy came along the street and talked to him.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't hear what they said because I was starting to walk over here. But they said something to the effect that they can go back on as long as they're not breaking the law. And that's what they told me a couple days ago. But then when they walked back on, they got him. So they just tricked him. Yes, that's her. And she's not live now because they shut her down. So El Charro should be live. So her stream's going, but she's shut down, see? So go to El Charro and you can hear what they're saying. And if they come this way, make sure you hit your camera on. Film
Yeah, sure.
Film everything they do.
Sure.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I just...
Okay. Yeah, just go stagnant and film it. Looks like a supervisor of some type. He's in an unmarked car. Okay. You think they're going to let him go, Cindy? Tucson, please suck with the crown. Good. Charles still alive. Good. They're separating them all. Yeah, it looks like they're taking them 2 away. They put Catillo in the back of that car there. They got Catillo in car, looks like 497. They're putting First Amendment Strike Team in, let's see what the number is. So I'm on the sidewalk, guys, just to show you. I'm on the sidewalk. He took off his backpack. At least they took his handcuffs off to take off his backpack. I don't know why they're putting them in cars. This is the jail. This is the only jail they got that they can take him to. So they just took Catilla. We got a phone call. There's Catilla. You see her, she's in the back seat, passenger side. Hello. Yes. Here. Wait a second. I gotta put my volume up. My phone's really messing up here. I got your number saved. Can I call you back? It's real bad volume. Okay, let me call you right back. Is this an air conditioning call? Yeah, all right. Let me call you right back. All right, bye. That guy gave him a peace sign. Bootlicker or corrections officer, one of the two. We get his tag number. He gave the officers the peace sign. Bootlicker. Taking his backpack and putting it in the back. So that's First Amendment strike team. Going that way. Criminal! Kidnapping! Kidnapper! Pima County kidnapper! It's fuck the cops day. And you're seeing why, dickhead. There they go, guys. It's all three of them. Yeah. I don't know. This is the jail. This is where they would take them, but they're probably taking them down to the sheriff's office to put them in a holding cell and do some stuff. Oh no, they're turning back in there. Yeah, there's no reason to take them off site because this is the jail. This is the place that they beat you up, guys. So they take you, they'll strap him to the chair, and this is the place they'll try to teach you a lesson. But this one here, These charges, they got no chance of having them stick at all, you know? Somewhere back in there, guys. That's where they took them. All right, guys. So yeah, they took them all three back in there. They're all three. I don't know what their charges are going to be, but there's no way they can make them stick. Absolute bullshit charges. He just said all his info on stream to El Charles. So hey, El Charles stream is still going? Is that what you're saying? It's still going right now? Yep, they are world of shit, and that's what we're trying to stop, you know. That's what we're trying to stop, is for them, because it's the same place I was taken back there. That's why my arm's in a sling. They cut my toe off. This is the place they do the damage. They did the same thing to El Charles. Hey guys, are we still on? I don't know if there's stingray in there or what. Yeah, I think there's stingray in me. Because it just went dead all of a sudden. So backup showed up. So we got backup out here. So they're on the outside watching too. So there's several people out here now watching them. But they already took them all three back. So all right, guys, so let me fix this a little bit so it's pointed at me so I can communicate with you and drive if I need to. All right, guys, let's read some of it. His feed is still live. Oh, wow, that's all good. That means they're recording all of that. So yeah, everybody keep listening to his stream if you're hearing what's happening in there. I don't know if they took them all to the same place. They probably took them to different areas. Yeah, you told him not to go back inside. Whatever, they was all three talking to the officer out on the street. Whatever that officer said to him, that made them think they could go back on there. So I think that was the setup. Pima County sheriffs are involved with this just like the corrections officer. So they're all involved in this. So this is pretty sad, you know. The sheriff is an elected position, of course, in Pima County, and he's going to be hearing from us, you know, us veterans. We actually had a guy drop out of the race and then support him, you know. So I don't know why they're doing this, but they're getting themselves deep into you know, civil rights violations, and they really don't care because it's the taxpayer. But the thing about it is the police we can't elect. They're all appointed to Tucson Police, but the sheriff's is a elected position. So in that respect, we can hold them accountable. Yes, Joe Black, thank you. Thank you for putting that in there. And then also the one on Benson Highway, that's the sheriff's office. That's where the sheriff headquarters is. So we need to also call them, the non-emergency number. Yes. Yeah, James Freeman, you're right. You can't hold them guys accountable. They own the system, and they're like the mafia. I don't think so. I got a couple calls that I missed. So remember, my phone's out. I got the calls forwarded to a phone that I got here, so it should ring, but it's hard to distinguish between the two phones that I got. Belly, El Charro, and Fast men arrested. Yes. And yeah, El Charro, Cat, and First Amendment Strike Team. Yes, they're all arrested. 160 still watching El Charro. Wow. I'm tempted to go over there and listen myself, but I'll be able to listen to it afterwards. After it goes off, we'll be able to hear everything. Hope somebody's. I hope somebody is mirroring this so it don't go away, so they can't erase it. Because if they can stop it and erase it. Wow, $3.99 watching Charles. Wow. Cool. And where's the camera pointed at, guys? Is it just pointed at the ground? And the audio's clear? Because you'd think that's all cement, steel, and concrete. So that's all steel and concrete. So you'd think it wouldn't be getting through the walls. I'm going to move over to a little safe haven I got just about a block away. So just bear with me for a couple of seconds. I'll get on the private property where they will not let them on. A place where cops are not welcome. All right, let me get the gate open. All right, guys, I am on private property right now, and they cannot come in. There's good guard dogs on this property, and they do not like uniformed cops. All right, guys. anyone's watching here, make sure we go to Mexican Padilla. Everybody knows he's in jail, and he's been in jail since the 23rd of last month. So I'm going to be posting more of the information like I did before. Here, let me pull at a different angle where the sun's not doing that to me. Yeah, let me back in here. That way they won't be able to see my plate from here. I'm going back in where I got some 3 sides covered with cars and the other angles covered with a big old work shed. All right, guys, I can read now. The sun's in my eyes instead of shining on this. I'll plug this in to make sure it don't go dead. All right, any questions, guys, I'll be able to answer them. Now, most of you know El Charo and Kat's never been hooked up. You know, she's always back up, and whatever that cop said to her made her go back on, made her feel good about it going back on. So it went down for a sec. All right. Yeah, Catilla, El Charo, and First Amendment Strike Team all got hooked up and kicking. So you guys call that arrested. They're still detained, but they took them away and they took them to the back of the jail. So they made him leak his SS. They're putting his iPad into evidence, but his iPad is still running right now. Cops said they could go back. Wow, that's a trap. Yep, that's a trap. That's what I said, because as soon as they said that, they all 3 started walking back on. So if they told him he can go back and then they arrested him, you know. We're going in, but he left the phone in the car. Yep, kidnapped, that's right. And yes, it does suck. I knew it was going to be a trap when I heard you say the sheriff said it was A-OK to go back on property. They lied. That's right. They was trying to get us to go back and then they could arrest me. They was trying to get me that way. And they know, see my arm's in this thing. They know that if they wrench that thing behind my, I'll never use that arm again if they wrench that back out. The surgeon just got through fixing it. And if they put that back there, then they would be, it would undo all that surgery that guy just did. My surgeon would be pissed, you know, and I'd be pissed, and they'd be, they would have bought one huge liability. You miss watching hockey? Yep, they said they can go back. The cops stink, yep. Leon Valley all over again. They said they're going to have a press conference and then they arrest everybody. But I'm here on a property that's very secure. With a big fence all the way around it. Just a couple acres or more. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to give the cops any clues. Yes, all 3 should be in jail. about all of them because El Charo, last time he was here for 2 weeks. To be in the sling, I got another 2 weeks. And then I start going through physical therapy. So, yeah, right. Why didn't they get you, Tuck? Did you snitch again? Yeah, right. I'm a snitch. You got it right. You got that right, Richard Trude. El Carl Negro Cam is still in the car. It's in the cop car then. Okay. He dropped it in the car. Jeff Rocker said, I had dislocation surgery. That shoulder is stronger than the other one now. Good. How long was that? My doctor said it was pulled out so much, they had to put it back together and then sew all the tendons back in and then put in this fiber that holds it together. He told me I'll never be 100%. He said they can change out my shoulder in 4 years and put me in a new shoulder. So, but they told me I'd never be, because of the way my injury is, that I'll never be 100% again. I hope I'm the same as you. I'm making sure I'm watching this gate to make sure I don't want to bring the piggies down on my friends. Oh, you had the anchors too? As long as you didn't have a rotator cuff repair, you'll hear quicker. Oh, yeah. It was my rotator cuff that they did repair. They had to pull it back together and then and they drilled into each bone on each side and then attached something to it. I saw all the pictures of it. But it's temporary. They said in 4 years they can replace it. Leon Valley surveillance. Yeah, I don't know if they're following me or not. They won't even be able to follow me here. They can't come back here. This is private property. This is private property with a whole bunch of cars parked back in here that's getting worked on. So. Couple of these old cars in here are mine. So this is where I had my El Camino fixed. Yeah, that's why he asked for a lawyer and plead the fifth for the rest. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if any of that's going to help, if they're talking or what they're doing. Yeah, good. Everybody that's got a channel, post it. They all been arrested. So again, Catilla the Hun freedom fighter. First, that's First Amendment strike team. And El Charo Negro Justice. All three have been arrested. Yep, half Camaro and half Chevy pickup. Yeah, I got one. Just got it all. New engine, new tranny, new shocks, new tires, new brakes. Everything on it's new. New upholstery, new exhaust. I spent like 3 years rebuilding it. Rebuilt engine. Rebuilt the same 350, put on a new manifold and the 4-barrel carburetor. So it's pretty much a new car. Yeah, I doubt there'll be a prison break. It would be real dumb to break someone out of prison that's only going to be in there a night. I mean, they did nothing wrong, but apparently in Pima County, and I'm telling you, everyone that's in the Pima County Sheriff's Department that's watching, you guys are criminals. You're going to you ain't going to make the charges stick, but you're going to cost the taxpayer, and everyone's going to know about it because this is not going to go quietly. Every time that they go through court on this charge, there's going to be lots of people with cameras. Yes, that's correct. So I got 2 weeks left. It's been about a month. So, matter of fact, I'm going to be in the sling till after I see my doctor. My next doctor's appointment's on July 3rd, and then an hour after that is my physical therapy first appointment to talk about it. Oop, let me get my finger out of the way. Tin Lizzy Jailbreak, AC/DC. Upspring. Hear the bad news? What bad news? That they're all three in jail? Yeah, they both have songs named Jailbreak. Yep, they arrested. Yep. Yes, I am. I'll stay in the sling for at least till July 3rd. I can take it out and rest it on when I'm sitting down, and rest it on my arm or on my chest. I never went on the property. I was the backup. I was just monitoring from the car until they arrested him. As soon as they said they're hooking him up, and they came out to the sidewalk to arrest El Charro Negro. So he should have ran across the street and got in the car with me. They're deleting posts on our Facebook page. I don't know why they wasn't on Facebook. Sonny K, was that El Charro's version of taking Cat on a date? Could be. They're back in two probably separate cells. They could probably yell at each other from the cell. Grandmother's 85th birthday is July 3rd. Yeah. Well, he wasn't backup. He was the front one. He wasn't trespassed from there. So whatever they said to all three of them, that they could go back, and it had to be something like that, because then all three of them walked back on there. Because Catilla the Hun was trespassed, but when I called, they said that we can go back as long as we're not breaking the law. And yeah, no, that wasn't luck. It says Chuck, that was lucky you wasn't with them. That wasn't luck. That was I never left the car until they arrested him. Then I went to the sidewalk to film him, but I never stepped on their property. So, and that was by design, because one person's got to stay back with the car, and and then we can get the big picture. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. I had my GoPro running that whole time. Yep, never trust a cop. They definitely are liars. Yes, I did what I had to do as backup. And if they release them, I don't know when they're going to release them. They can put them in there for a night. All right, let me see here, guys. No, I didn't get the videos from the jail. That's going to take a long time. Tucson Police takes 8 months to give you the FOIA request. The only way you get it if there's criminal charges related to it, you get it in discovery sometimes. But no, I didn't get that at all. It's going to be a while. When I do get it, I'm going to post it, of course. And they know it. Someone called the Hemming Law Firm. Yeah, that's a joke. I doubt that's going to happen. There's no good cop. Yes, that's correct. Watch Law Tuck. Says Jim. Let's see if there's anybody in here. My friends are here. Here's where I'm at, guys. Got lots of tow trucks here. Lots of tow trucks and flatbeds. So how much for Cat's belt? I don't know how much her bell's going to be. She's probably going to be OR'd, but I don't know what their charges are going to be because she didn't do nothing. Yes, the jail has inmate shirts, but it's going to take them, it usually takes them 3 hours to get them in, booked in the system. Then we'll see what the charges are. But they don't do that. They don't do that fast. That's for sure. So how long am I sit in the car? I don't know. I don't know. I might go to different locations. My actual house is not far from here. Not as close as I am now. I can see the jail from here. See the sunset? You're going to be seeing the sunset in about an hour. Thought I brought some more sodas. All right, guys, I'm gonna switch it around to me. You read this a few minutes, and I'm gonna. Well, they're not gonna going to jail and waiting in the waiting room is not gonna help anything. They're not gonna be letting them out. It's gonna take them a while to process them, and they're gonna be released on their OR after they see a judge. You know, there's still 343 watching. That's just a stream that's sitting in a car. That's crazy. .343. I mean, I hope he has something on his. Hope he has something on his person. Let me see. I'm gonna go on my other device. All right. Here, let's see here. I'm gonna go and see what's trying to find where he's at, guys. All right, so So someone says El Charro Negro is the one that's. All right, I'm on El Charro's. Yep, it's still going. Wow, 320 people watching. Is there anyone hearing anything? Leave it to El Charro to leave his stream going while he's in jail. Wow. So you really can't hear nothing. So the only thing going on here is the chat, huh, guys? I don't hear anything. Yeah, it looks like it's on a seat in the car. You're right. Or they threw it inside a. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, there's 314 people watching, guys, and they're just keeping it alive, probably with a chat. Let me go back and see. Well, he wasn't going very long before he actually got hemmed up. Huh. I'm trying to, can't get the sound on this thing to see what they're saying. Yeah, I'm trying to rewatch this, but I just don't have no sound. Yeah, I can't get no sound out of this. Yep, I can't get the sound to go on this, guys. I rewinded. I do got the video. But I can't get the sound to go. I don't know if that's because he had it muted. Yep, I guess I shouldn't even try that. Just give up on that. I'll go back and try to watch it on a different device. But I'm just real curious what they said to him, because when they walked up to him, when they walked up to that sheriff and talked to him, whatever he said, they all three walked back on the property. So it was definitely a setup. You know, I don't know why they would do that, because they don't understand what cameras do. They're probably going to say, "Oh, we never said that," but if they did say that, it's on the live stream. There was 3 cameras on them or more. Maybe it was backup camera for each of them. So as many as 6 devices caught all that. So disconnect your phone for the radio. Yeah, I tried to move it over to the radio. Maybe you're right. Maybe just turn the car off so that, yeah, it could have been. But I was trying to do that and, you know, take it off of that speaker or put it on, whichever would work good. I would like to have that over the stereo. That'd be real good. Now let me go back and see if I can. Okay, let's try it again. All right, Cop has his phone now. All right, go back to El Charles stream. Yeah, I'm trying to. Now it's not letting me. Okay, there it is. But it's not, it's giving me the circle of death, guys. And I do see chat, but it's the circle of death. It's not going on. I wanted to go back and see what was said in the beginning, because I was standing across the street watching, so. Nope, that didn't do it either. Huh. All right. Let me close this gate, guys. Okay, I'm looking at the jail from here, guys. So I'm gonna drive by the jail right now. I'm pretty sure nobody's out. It usually takes, well, I was in there for 12 hours. It's usually a minimum of 12 hours. So, but I don't understand what they could possibly holding these guys on. So, First Amendment strike team got hemmed up on his first visit to the jail. The first, actually, I don't know if you call it audit, but let me go ahead and flip this around for you guys. Go in this lane and then slowly switch to the other lane so I can get a good angle on the jail from here. Oh, there's Tucson Police just pulled out of there. And then a sheriff's deputy just pulled out. I think this is a good time to go cop watching, guys. That guy, Tucson Police, drops prisoners off here. Here's the jail. This is the jail. I'm going to circle around this area here for a little while. I got to go to my other computer because I don't have my phone. Remember, guys, my phone won't be back till tomorrow. So I had a 2, and they kept replacing it. It lasted only a couple months the last time, and it worked while it was working good, and then all of a sudden it just won't reboot and just goes dead on me. So that was the third one I had. So now they're switching me over to a S10. So it was supposed to be here today, but I'm hoping S10's as good as a Pixel 2. I guess I'll be finding out. You guys know more than I do. So, but right now I'm live on my tablet. So, and I got a backup phone. Let me pull over here into Circle K here, and then all right, guys, let me read what's going on here. You can hear them hitting bumps. Hey, East Valley. How's it going? East Valley, Arizona Media Watchdog. Thanks for being on here. Yeah, get the word out. Katoa, the Hun freedom fighter, First Amendment strike team, and of course, El Charro Negro Justice. So I'm going to be monitoring their bonds. It usually takes, most likely, they'll put out an initial bond, and then they always keep you for 12 hours anyway. So if you don't put the money up, then they usually OR you. So, but these guys are absolutely crazy to actually arrest them because they did absolutely nothing wrong. I mean, having a camera and trespassing is two different things. I mean, they just basically trying to say camera, trespassing, not trespassing, trespassing, and that's what they're doing in city court. So we really gotta just do it twice as hard and break them of this habit. And it's probably not going to be until it costs them a lot of money, and even then it's the taxpayers that pay. It needs to come out of the pockets of the offenders, and then it would stop, but right now all we can do is keep calling them numbers, calling the jail and until we can get some answers, and at least they know that people are watching. It ain't like they're doing it without being seen. So all the sheep will need to be watching and paying attention to this, what's happening. And of course, we probably know the sheep don't really care, as long as it's not affecting them, as long as they're going after the other guy, it's okay. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna get to a computer here and then monitor. And as soon as they get them all booked in, or not, they might release them without booking them. It's really hard to say what to do. But this is more than a detainment already. It's been about an hour, a little over an hour that they hooked them up. So I have to look probably even more than an hour. But Katoa the Hun was not even going to go on the property. She was backup. I dropped her off there and let her out, but she wasn't going to go on the property. And then that sheriff deputy drove up and talked to him. Then all three of them walked back on the property from what he said. So whatever he said, it gave them the notion that they can go back on there. So that's the guy that set him up, and right afterwards, they hooked them all up. So, and they hooked up Cat first, because I was watching El Charro stream, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, they're hooking up Cat." So, and then they was walking out to the sidewalk to go after him. He was already on the sidewalk and way down. He could have easily just ran across the street, and he knows where a car was, and all the back roads, they would have had a hard time catching me getting out of there because I know the area. So I could have really got them out of there, and I could have drove them back to a safe place where they couldn't have got him, But El Charro saw him coming at him, and he stopped and let the guy come up to him. He felt safe because he was on a public sidewalk. But he could have just ran right across the street. They probably would have caught him up later for jaywalking, but he could have ran across the street and got away from him, though. Them county cops really don't run that much. They're like the city cops. It's kind of like the thing that happened yesterday in Mesa, where that fat cop shot 3 times because he couldn't run after the guy, so he had to shoot at him. That happened yesterday in Phoenix. I believe it was Tempe against police violence that caught that live. So everybody go to Tempe against police violence, to El Charro Negro, Catilla, the Hum Freedom Fighter, and First Amendment Strike Team, FIRST. Everybody go to their channels and subscribe, because we're all going to be working hard in this area, and by just arresting a few people at a time, 3 people, is not going to stop us. What they did is illegal, and all it's doing is costing the taxpayer. So we just got to get the word out, whether it's 100 at a time watching, 300, 1,000, whatever we got watching, we're at least educating that many people, and that many people can get on the phone and call and try to redress your government. So that's what we got to be doing, and that's the only way we're going to really have any effect on these guys. And I know James Freeman says it'll never change, and they won't change. Eventually, it takes 2-3 years. All the lawsuits go through the pike, and then things, then the laws and their policy start to change to reflect the new policies, and because if not, they're just going to keep violating people's rights, and the taxpayer paying the piper. So let me see here. Let me pull up here, and then we'll be able to read a couple comments. Danny Brown, are you still on there? Let me see. Yep, bullshit. Nothing changes. Government doesn't obey laws. Yep, I agree. They don't. But one of these days, they're going to have to. But yep, I'm starting to agree with you, James, but but we changed a few things. At first, they were saying no GoPros in the county court. They arrested El Charro for that, and then the next day, and they trespassed me for that day. I was trying to pay my taxes, if you remember that video. I went live, and the next day, we walked in there with GoPros. So that one Brandon guy that said that you're doing auditing, blah blah blah, and you're bad at it. Well, the only thing I was really doing is trying to get them to allow us in there with GoPro. The next day, and ever since, I walk in there with my GoPro on the cane, on my sling, like it is now. See, and in my hand. So every single time I went in there, I went in with my GoPro. They was always allowing us in there with our phone, and we can record on our phone, but they was saying you couldn't take the GoPro or the audio recorder that I had. They took all that stuff and gave me a number. And then to get it out, I had to call Brandon, or if I wanted to take it in the courthouse, I had to call Brandon or one of the second in charge, one of them two, and then they would come down and let me in. So every time I went there, I called them, they would come down and then either let me in or say, oh no, we'll let you have it after court, because if you're going into court, they wouldn't. So a few times I snuck the audio in, and that you're always allowed to take in there as audio recorder. So they was really wrong for taking that. But anyway, the next day after that, El Charro got arrested and I got trespassed. We went in there ever since, every time, and we take GoPros, we take in all our stuff. We each have 3 cameras or more every time we go in there. And I always have my audio recorder. It looks like a pin and sticks out the top, and it records real good. So anyway, so we did change that, you know. So, and we changed it so we don't got to get permission in city court. You know, all that was changed. So, all right, guys. All right, I'm gonna go off here, and I'm gonna go do some research. Yes. Yes. Yes, we're showing the world that the government will never learn to obey the law. Really, I'm starting to really agree with you there, James Freeman. So let me stand up here and all right. Hey, Val, what up? Yep, they're all arrested, Val. El Charo first, and so everybody go on their channels and at least getting the word out that they're all arrested, and just start posting the numbers. Start posting all the numbers from the county jail and the sheriff's office. Right here? His wife's here? Oh, never mind. The car's here. All right, so did they book him yet? Yeah. I'm gonna go on here and yes, I'm still live. I'm gonna start reading this a little bit. Clash with Val, I have a small crap army at my disposal. Just give me that okay. Yes. Put your small crap army on the on Pima County Jail and Pima County corrections officers. So I'm going to start calling down there myself, but I know everyone's telling me that the wait time is over an hour. So I don't think that'll do any good to get on that list. I guess we take this thing off here, this part of it. Take my GoPro off. Was that?
That's his tablet still live.
Yes. And how many people are watching it?
I don't know. I tell him because I don't know how to get on.
Yeah. So.
I'm on your channel on your computer.
All right. I left your phone out in the car. I gotta go get it.
You want it? You want the date?
Yeah. Here it is.
Like your phone call and.
Was that? It wasn't when I was on there. It was. You spoken to them twice, waiting on a call back from Watch Commander. Free the Tucson 3, yes. Yep, the 3 that were arrested again, guys, someone that just came on here, was Catilla the Hun Freedom Fighter, First Amendment Strike Team, FIRST, and then El Charro Negro Justice. And I never went on the property. I was back up, and Catilla was back up. She wasn't supposed to go on the property, but after she talked to that cop, and whatever he said to her, and people are telling me that they told her to go, it was okay to go on, then they arrested him. So that was really and I think the corrections officers was in on that as well. So them two are collaborating. So they really got to hear from us. We got to figure out if the county has any, like, civilian review board or whatever to talk to them about. So Rock On California Citizens Watch. Bow has saber-tooth crotch crickets. Says it ain't so. Destroying the Illusion. Texas Chance Girl. It's still alive, yep. Told me 4 minutes I waited. They have El Charro's tablet in the car and are driving it somewhere. That's just fucked up. They gotta know, because they're watching the stream, they gotta know what's in there. So all right, different cops cuffed, I think. They are gonna dump El Charro in the desert. Yeah. Yes, everywhere is a desert here, guys. Yep. Just got out of the evidence bag. Had an accident. The phone is still on. Laughed my ass off. 6th Estate, Arizona says. El Charro still alive. Chain of evidence 18 USC 1512. Dumb cop couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Still 150 watching. Wow. Last time I looked, it was 320, watching the seat empty. It's mainly the chat that's going on in it. So oh, you rewinded it. That, or it stopped.
Stop.
And then rewinded itself. Good. So oh, that's not the one. That's Charlotte County. I thought that was El Charro. So see if you can put it on the El Charro thing. If not, you want something to drink? All right, guys, I'm thirsty. I gotta get a cooler loaded up with something to drink for them guys when they get out. Keep it in the car. See, I got Mexican Coke in a Pepsi container. When I can find the Mexican Pepsi in the containers, I buy them. I do got Pepsi in here, Mountain Dew. And Mexican Coke, that one's not open yet. Let's see. I got one over here. Do they allow you to put Mexican Coke in a Pepsi? Maybe they're going to come and arrest me for that, guys. Yeah, here's my El Camino I was talking about. I got it all covered with dust, but I got it. I just gotta get it registered and get it through emissions. They make us do it here every year until I move out of this stupid county. Other city besides Phoenix area and Tucson, you don't have to get your car emission tested. But us city dwellers and anybody within 20 miles or so, or whatever it is, of the emission station, and you don't have to. It's the only thing holding me up. All right, guys. Sugar overload. Yeah, this is real sugar too. It ain't that corn syrup stuff. They use real cane sugar. Yep, after a stressful day auditing, you can have a Coke and a smile. Maybe I can do a commercial for Coke. Even though I do like Pepsi better, but if they had this in Pepsi, I would definitely be having it right now. Costco has Pepsi sometimes. More often than not, they got Coke though. Sugar. Yeah, El Charles stream died. That's what we saw here too. When I got here, we was watching it. But yes, died. So someone said they was driving it somewhere. So it should be uploading it so we can go back and see what happened. Here, let me see the remote. This is his first stream. All right, El Charles did 2 streams. So the first one he was doing, and it was buffering real bad, and somebody told him to restart it. So we missed some. So, oops, it changed. All right, so this is the beginning of
What's up, you
it.
guys? Here at Pima County Jail. About to complain. This is where you get released right here. You get released out them doors right there, and then they give you all your property at this window back right here. And anyway, so they got some real tyrants in here. Last time I got in here, or not the very.
So the other one's not uploaded
When
yet.
the time goes locked up in here, they got me and people living.
We have another one of these things.
All that
Is that the only one?
Come over here and see what we got going on. We got the info.
I'll get it. I'll get this thing. I'll get this thing here. It's probably better.
Because that's gonna end up coming up. My charges are gonna get dropped on all that, and I'm gonna take these fuckers to court for putting hands on me like that. I mean, it's definitely business.
Oops.
That's gonna end up coming up. My charges are gonna get dropped on all that, and then I'm gonna take these fuckers to court for putting hands on me like that. I mean, it's definitely business. Here we go. Oops. All right, you guys. What's that? I don't know. I guess so. I guess so. I mean, it is there. But I don't know. Okay. Yep. Can't see any chats or any of that kind of stuff, so. If I'm missing you guys' chats, I'll go back and read them later. How's it going? What's up, bro? Miss Anakin, Keith Anderson. Hey, how you doing? AZ Mountain Roy's. It's good for you guys to be here with us. We've been running around all day. So let's see what we got going on.
As soon as the other one comes up, I'll put that on.
Accounts.
All right, guys. Now I should be able to read.
Yeah, so this is the jail lobby. Seems I've got a little line right here, so I'll just wait and see what's going on.
They abuse animals?
What's up?
Even Mexican coke guys?
What's that say? Board of Supervisors, huh? Court Administrator Chuck Huckleberry. I think I met that dude before.
Joe Citizen just
What's up,
got it
what's up,
also.
Family Rising. Our Breeze, hi. Sanikin. Jason Turner. Bubba, how you doing? Tell Freeman I said what's up there, Jason. Bubba, how you doing, bud? Prince Vegeta, how you doing, bud? How you doing? Not sure exactly what time this place is open, so.
They're open 24 hours for him right now, huh?
What's up, white man? Mr. Freeman?
Yeah. I do need more mods. Hey, hey, Bow, are you still on here? Class with Bow or James Freeman?
Captain or somebody in charge? Who's the biggest guy that I can talk to right now at this point? Because last time I needed to talk to somebody, I need to get
Lieutenant.
All right. I don't know what lieutenant would be on, but would I be able to speak to him today?
What about?
Yeah, this is El Charo's stream.
It's an incident that I
This
had
is the
in
first
here.
one he did.
Incident you had here in jail?
Yeah.
Yoli is good mod. Yep. Val's the one that set up all my mods. I got to figure that out so I can get more mods. I got all the mods that Val gave me back when he set it up. So,
I have a gentleman up here at the front desk that would like to talk to the on-duty lieutenant. Yeah.
yeah, Cotillo's cut off and follow the law, damn it, says,
Thank you.
what I'm worried about is that they're going to hurt them. Yeah. They did me and they did El Charo. We already had the treatment in there.
Huh? Nowhere? Yeah, I'm waiting here. I'm just waiting to see what's up with this kiosk.
See, they was making sure he didn't go because they called the sheriffs on him already. They wanted to make sure they was there when the sheriffs got there.
These guys have a real problem beating people up, putting hands on them, and punishing them and things of that nature. I'm gonna go up in this kiosk real quick and see what's going on. We got First Amendment strike team right here. Running around looking suspicious. How you guys doing, LF? Tim M? Jeff Rocker? Walter Simpson? Todd Reeves? Whitebeard? Hey, Whitebeard, how you doing, bud? It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Yeah. So it kind of looks like a warehouse in here. Oh, how you guys doing? Let's see what this kiosk looks like. Huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Eric Grant was modifying everybody.
All right, all right. So if you know that, then all right, cool. And I'll talk to him.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
Turn your camera off so we can see that.
No, I'll wait. I'll wait for him.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you don't mind having a seat?
No, I can stand up. I was actually looking at this kiosk, so.
Okay, you're not allowed to take the equipment at the same time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would that be?
The equipment.
It's top secret or what? I just want to see what's up on the visitations. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Nothing big. I just wanted to see how this works.
You have questions about it, maybe I can answer?
Well, yeah, like, I've never even seen one of these before. And they said that you put like money on people's books and things of that nature right here. Oh, so this is like say oh, all right. So you would have to have their number and everything like that and then come in here. Oh, okay. For that day? Oh, that's cool. All right, thank you.
Peace and love.
All right, so.
True Tuck. I must have missed something. Yeah. Well, this is a replan of the first
Hey, just James Freeman sent me. What's up? Thank you, lots, and I appreciate that.
of the first stream that
Man, I appreciate that.
the first stream that El Charo did. This is the first one.
Huh? Who? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Send them over to see me get fucking. Just wondering. Yeah, see, so in this place, like when I came in here, dude, they came in here and then they got me and then they took me right to that fucking. I've never been in here before ever in my life, you know what I mean? As soon as I came in, they took me right to a room and then just beat the fuck out of me, right? and then fucked me up and then got me and slammed me and four-pointed me and threw me in this fucking chair. Threw me in this fucking room that Tuck's talking about with all the garbage with all the piece of shit. And then so, like I talked to IA about it, and he was like, nothing ever happened with it. And then whenever I came back for another visit and stuff, when I came back, those same guys were in there, and then they got some other dudes just keeping the fuck out of me, bro. You know what I mean? And then some dude stood up and he was like, damn, they just jumped him. And then they got that dude and put him in, like, there's like a room that they have with just a hole in the ground and has a, like this, like a, what do you call this? Yeah, they have like a grating over it. Sorry, you guys see. So they put like a grating over it and they threw his ass in there for about 3 or 4 hours just for saying, damn, they jumped him, you know what I mean? And so I want to file a complaint on that shit. I want to find out what's up because the charges that they got me in for originally to come in here, they're gonna drop that. They're gonna get dropped. And so I want to start getting this shit already. Is what it is.
Sorry, I dropped you guys.
Shit. Dark Side Me, Watch Your Media. Are you in jail? No, I'm at the jail. I'm not in jail. I'm at the jail.
Now he's in jail.
Yeah, it just actually Tuck came. I think when Tuck was arrested, he had his camera on still and everything. So yeah, but it's pretty nice facility. A lot of money into it. A lot of taxpayer money. Big old windows. Or Simpson, how you doing? Oh shit. Yeah, since I got so many people in here, let's right here, just get some, what's going on? Give some shout outs. Don't forget about the homie Ammo Otter. Make sure to go and like and subscribe to his channel. Thank you for all the people that are in here right now. I appreciate that. And if you can, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Let's see what this is right here. And so I just got my notepad, right? My iPad or my notepad, so it's a little bit shaky and stuff like that. So. Service is under some 1,500. Yeah, definitely. So whenever I got arrested this last time, they didn't put hands on me and stuff like that. I was just minding my P's and Q's, just being quiet. Well, I guess while I was in here for that 2-week stint, Tuck came in. And while Tuck was in here, they got him and they beat the living fuck out of him and separated his shoulder from his arm and all kinds of shit and really messed him up pretty good. And then they released him. So a week later they released me, and then 2 days after I was released, there was another inmate in here that they had killed. One of the guards in this place. They get the inmates and they literally beat the fuck out of them and choke them and do all kinds of stuff. And yeah, they act all hard. Yeah, 2 days after I got released, they got this dude and they beat him up and they killed him. Head damage, or slowed his brain or something, or choked him out or something like that. You know, so this Pima County jail over here is pretty wild and it's pretty rough. And the inmates in here, I mean, they were tight. Everybody's cool. The only people that act like gangsters in here are the cops. You know, look at the infamous First Amendment strike team. What? Make sure you go to his channel too, like and subscribe. And then the beautiful cat, make sure you like and subscribe to her too, and to Some Police Suck. They actually came over here the other day. If you went back on their channels, you would actually see that they actually came here the other day and they were trespassed out of this building. You know, so with business here and stuff like that. But that's the way Arizona works. Even if you go to court, they'll still throw you in jail. for nothing. They'll give you a charge right there and throw you in jail for nothing. If you go back and watch the channels and stuff, you'll see what's up. Visits must be scheduled, see? So they have to pay to visit? Oh, yeah, you get like one visit a week. Yeah, something like that. You get like one visit a week for free. You know what's cool though? They give you iPads in here. Yeah, you got the library on it, and you can watch movies, you can listen to music. Yeah, and they even have it hooked up to like to the TVs and things of that nature. So if there's like a show that's on, you could have like your earphones in an iPad and you could listen to it out there. How you doing? Oh no, actually, what I'm doing is I was actually in this facility, and I had talked to IA about it too, and I wanted to see where that went. But you have some officers in here. I think you need to be aware that you have a few officers in here that are rogue. You even have a whole department. When I came in here,
Are you recording?
yeah.
Okay.
When I came in here, let me finish. When I came in here, they beat the. Well, you just don't want to hear it, but no, it's good. It's policy. I understand, but I don't work for you guys.
The problem is that you're telling me you've already found an item.
Well, you're not letting me. Well, you're not letting me finish though, because there's other. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'll follow that, but. Well, no. Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm notifying you. I'm notifying you that you have some rogue officers here. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Officer Lopez, please call the deputy.
What am I doing wrong?
I've instructed him to leave the property.
Well, and I never refused. Don't put words in my mouth. I never refused. Don't be saying that shit. Because I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Listen, I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not breaking any laws. It's a policy. I'm not refusing. I
I've
just
asked
want
him to leave 3 times so far and he's not leaving. That's trespassing, sir.
Oh yeah, you're a bitch. Bitch. Yeah, you're a fucking bitch. I came over here to file a complaint and you fucking start running your fucking mouth, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. See, that's how things work out over here. I came to file a complaint. Do I file a complaint here? No, I have another complaint though. You're not letting me fucking finish.
You already know the number.
All right, anyways. No, I'm trying to talk to you because, listen, you have rogue officers that are beating the fuck out of people. Oh, why? Because you're afraid of transparency or?
I'm asking you to turn off the video.
Well, I'm telling you no. I'm telling you no. Yeah, I'm telling you no. I'm not refusing. I'm declining. I'm not trespassing from have I broken the law? What are you asking me to leave for? Because I'm recording? That's not against the law.
It's against the violation of privacy.
Hey. Oh, fuck. Shut the fuck up. This is a public building. Fuck.
And you can take
Man, fuck you. We can take you wherever you're at. If this is a public building, remember you work for us.
you can take on the street, but you can't take on the property. So
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
you're more than welcome to follow up with our downtown, our 103 building, where obviously, where our internal affairs unit is.
Yeah, I'll be filing. What's your badge number? Fraser? 5060?
Absolutely.
Okay, you're about worthless as fuck. You're about as worthless as a motherfucking. About worthless as fuck. Sorry, you guys. So you hear what's up? Hey, anyways. Hey, Hey, I want to get a phone number. Can I get you guys' phone number?
It's on the website.
On the website, and it's the Pima County what?
County Sheriff's Department.
Pima County Adult Detention Complex. People, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you give them a call and just let them know. That we just wanted to sign a complaint. I'm gonna fucking over here. Keep an eye on this dude. So I'm gonna walk over here just in case. I don't feel like dealing with you right now.
That's when they started jamming them.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry about that, you guys. Oh man, this is fucking up. Shit's freezing.
All right, let's see if we can see what happened with Catilla. Why did it do that for? Fuck. The new one is? Of El Charo? Good, let's see. I just looked and it wasn't.
I just hit. It's a Metron Negro Justice live stream test.
Mhm. Yep, I don't see it. This is just the 2551. This one here. Is that what you're seeing, this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see.
right there, that right there,
Okay,
that's it right there.
there we go. All right.
All right, so obviously, like we thought. So I'm gonna walk over here just in case. I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Okay. Are you pressing charges on your old lady beta male?
Oh, let's switch to the other one.
So he's not pressing no charges?
I don't know what it's doing.
This is probably it over here then. All right, so obviously, like we thought,
Why ain't it running?
you
God
give
damn it.
Right
up.
on there.
Make sure you give him a call and just let him know,
I haven't tried it yet.
you know, that we just wanted to sign a.
Cops come.
It's playing here.
See if I can get it playing in the room.
All right, so obviously, like we thought, hey, hey, I want to get a phone number. Can I get you guys' phone number?
It's on the.
Disorderly conduct. Yeah. Nice. See what you guys have to say. Okay, yeah, so how long ago? Buddy, it's your boy Chalo Negro. We're out here chilling. Coming to the West Side Police Department.
With my permission? What happened with this guy? What did you do? Absolutely nothing, or what?
Yeah, I don't like to see cops with their facial hair like that. Are you a parking lot supervisor or what? Is this traffic right here? Then you ain't got nothing to say. If I was standing in that fucking road, then you got something to say. Are you a parking lot supervisor or what? Oh God, I'm not in your scene. Matter of fact, if I wanted to go in your scene, I still got plenty. You better stop fucking
You better
touching me.
stop walking up on my scene.
I can walk, dude. I'm not even 10 feet away. I'm not even 10 feet away from
That guy is Alan. He's a dickhead.
I'm like 15. Yes, do that.
So-
How about that? Instead of putting your fucking hands on me.
I didn't put my hands on you.
You keep touching me.
I didn't touch you. My hands are right here.
You see that one?
Yeah.
That one sees you touching me.
Yeah.
Well, they're not even booked in there yet, guys. So,
All right, yeah, set your crime scene.
and they're going to most likely,
God damn it.
everyone
Put
goes
on a
in there,
fucking
goes in for
uniform,
12
shave off
hours,
your
and
face,
most
you
likely
do.
then they'll see a judge. Then they're OR'd. So, let me stop this here. It's not letting me play the one. Yours is still playing, huh?
Yeah, it is.
That's weird. So it's playing on the laptop, but it ain't on my.
And we can go back, start it over and turn
No,
it
it's
up.
good.
I was just reading your comments. I was trying to download it, but it won't download either. Because it's Streamlabs, YouTube won't copy it.
That's the
Won't mirror it.
mirror. You know, I don't know how to mirror. Do you?
I looked it up how to do it, and I was doing it, and it just won't do it on this one because I think because it's Streamlabs.
Oh. All right, guys. So I go ahead and shut this off, and I gotta. It usually takes them at least 2 hours to book and see what the charges are and all that. And I'm gonna start looking up. Yeah, she got cut fast. You're right. Patrick Gonzalez. Patrick Gonzalez is the only one that I got. Patrick Raymond Gonzalez is El Charro Negro. That's the only one I got permission to say on here. So I should have checked with them first. Marine vet mom. Yeah, we're gonna wait till they. Usually when they take you back there and you get booked into jail, it's a minimum 12 hours. So they're gonna see a judge, and they probably won't even have them ready for the. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now. They have an 8 o'clock, and that's people that was in there all day. You know, go to the 8 o'clock arraignment, and that's happening right this second. So. But I doubt they're going to be in that because they take so long to book them in. Me, it took over 3 hours for them to book me in. Right now, let's wait and see if there's going to be any bail. Yeah, tomorrow morning, I would say that's about right, California Citizen Watch. Yeah, I was just talking about that with Kat, she's never been hooked up before and she's never been in jail. So she's gonna learn now. But I did tell her that, yeah, if you keep doing auditing, you're going to be, because it's the nature of the beast. You can't rely on law enforcement officers being educated on the law. They're always going to do what they want, and as they say over and over, you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride, and they're going to put them on a ride. You told them to release her tonight? Yep. But unfortunately, they don't listen to nobody, you know. They never told her to leave. Yeah. She walked on there, and after she was talking to that the Pima County Sheriff deputy out on the street, as soon as they talked to all three of them, they walked back on. So I'm going to go back and look, and I'm pretty sure that he told them that they can go back on there. What's that? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I think it's called Robert for his birthday, check my phone.
Oh,
It's too late.
no, it is. It's 8 o'clock. He works?
Catherine's at work, yeah.
Oh, Catherine's at work. The cop did tell them they could go back on. Yeah, that's what it looked like for me. Because it was all three talking to him, and then after they turned around and they walked back on. So this is the setup by the Pima County Sheriff's Department working with the Pima County Corrections. They all got the same boss. So you could bet the veterans group's going to be getting a hold of them and start putting some pressure on him. He's going to be coming up for election here a couple years. So April M says bad cops will never change. They're just not nice people, period. Yep. Just like TX. Public lobby, and they got mad for filming. That's a miscarriage of justice. That's correct. Phoenix Rising Media. I'll be down there on the 28th and the 30th. Good. Look me up. They're going to have so many people going in there now with the cameras that. Good. Good. Give me a call. The cop Canoodle, or however you say his name, told them they could go back in. Oh, Canoodle, that's the asshole that was there a few days ago. So yeah, he's the one. He set him up. So good. Everybody call and tell him Canoodle told him he can go back in and they arrested him. So we'll put the pressure on the old Canoodle. So they can keep us off, guys. But there's only a few restaurants that that's around the Pima County Jail, and I know where they all go to. The corrections officer, I know where they do their training, all that. We can go all of them places, you know. We can put we can go film the exits and film every one of them coming out of there, and there's a lot of stuff we can do that they won't like, but they on a public sidewalk they really got no say. Yeah, I saw that Mexican Medea in the Inside Edition thing, and again, guys, Mexican Medea is still in. He's been in jail in Bexar County since the 23rd. I'm going to get his PayPal information, but here is the make sure it's the right side up. That's his address, so you can pause this, or if you want to write it down, that's to write Mexican Padilla a letter in jail. Remember, he always pins the troll comments, so even the trolls can write them. So you can write him here. That's Mexican Padilla's. But yes, everybody keep Catilla, the Hun in mind. First Amendment Strike Force, and of course El Charro Negro Justice. Yes, so yeah, California Citizens Watch, if you send it to him, he's not in, so he can make sure she gets it. I know he would do it. You're right, Texas Chance Girl. She definitely can't get it until she gets out. But we don't know if there's going to be any bail. They should all be OR'd. So that's what they should be. But Pima County OR'd me every time I went in there. I had to pay $2,400 in San Antonio and to Bexar County to get out of the Leon Valley mess, and that was all cash. You had to pay it cash because none of the bondsmen would do it for 10% because it wasn't enough. They like the big money bonds. That bond system's pretty much a joke. Yes, that's right. She won't. But yeah, like I said, I'd never been in Pima County when I wasn't in there at least 12 hours. But I never had to pay anything. It's always OR'd. but I am local, and so is El Charo. But I don't know. I don't know about the others. But I'm damn sure that they're not going to be able to convict them. You know, there's like they did nothing. The guy told them they can go back on, and they never, like you said, they never ask Catil, the Hun freedom fighter. They never ask her. Bob Jones says the government is a psychopathic cult. Yep, that's right. 357.6 beat 9 mm says, hey Tuck, hey. Good, yeah. Yeah, California Citizens Watch. I know she trusts you, and I know you got her best interest in heart. But we'll find out what after 12 hours, we'll know. For the first, even the people that are OR'd, they put a bond on the first 12 hours. But then they see the judge, and the judge makes it a OR. So, in almost every case, they really don't got room. This is summertime, so they got more room than they do in the winter. But they really, taxpayers can't afford to but they don't care about taxpayers, but they really can't afford to keep, innocent people in jail that did no crime. It's really a strain on the taxpayer. But it's a sad thing that they don't really care. People need to do welfare checks, so whenever their personal contact is, we need to hear from them, like CCW or Furry. Yeah. If enough people did it across the country at the same time, the U.S. government couldn't stop it, and eventually they would cave. Yes. Yep. Yep. They can't put everybody in, but they do. They do 20. We have 25% of the world's prison population, and we have 5% of the world's population. So, we have a lot of sheeple, and our government has plenty of taxpayer money to put us in prison for. So it stayed on the computer, right, the whole time? Huh. That's so weird. All the vehicle stuff and all that stuff is taken care of. The animal stuff is taken care of. So don't worry about none of that. The vehicles are there. Yes. So anyway, they're all taken care of. El Charro don't have any animals. Catilla, freedom fighter, don't have any animals. So. Yes, they do hate them, and that's correct. There's no doubt about that. They hate all of us, no doubt about that. Catil, the Hun freedom fighter, is going to have a reason to move to Tucson now. She has to come back for the court date. That's what they always do to you. That's one of our famous sayings in Tucson. Come on vacation, leave on probation. The tourist. Tucson, Arizona. Yes. You mean this stream here is still up? Yeah. Or you mean the one from before? Deputy Kennard, badge number 8354. Was he involved in it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into Pima County and look at them. Can you do that on the computer? Cindy? Can you do that on the computer?
I was listening.
Can you do that on the computer? Look up El Charo, his name, you know?
Okay,
You know his last name?
yeah.
Because we'll see if it's up yet. Most likely not. It usually takes a while. Nothing's fast with our county workers. Probably in the morning, I would say. Yeah, that's why I said Gonzalez. That's why I said look up him. He was the first one they actually. He might be the first one they processed. Hey, California Citizens Watch. My email is TucsonPleaseSuck@gmail.com. All lowercase, no spaces. TUCSON, please suck, no spaces, @gmail.com. So if you would, give me your Gmail address and I'll give you my phone number on the email. So, you hear that, CCW? TucsonPleaseSuck@gmail.com. If you could email me your phone number and I'll call you, or just email me your email address and then I can email you my phone number. Tucson, please suck.
Patrick Raven Gonzalez, I gave up to,
What's this charge?
let's say 2 counts, justice court #1, cash only, $255 instead of $91. Let's say for,
Okay. So go to Pima County Jail, guys, and his Patrick's last name is Gonzalez with a S, right, or Z? Gonzalez with a Z, 2 Z's. So 251 and 291.
yeah.
So he has 2 counts, 251 and 291 at this time. So
People should be down
good.
after 8 or 8.
All right, I'll be checking it here in the next hour. Was that?
And this is up to the judge, right?
I don't know. 8 o'clock just happened, so he probably won't see the judge till tomorrow. So they already is Pima County Jail. It's on like 1800 something Mission Road. It's the only jail in Tucson. Hey, Joe Cool. What is it that started them from beating on me? I couldn't stand up. They pulled me out of the car and just started. They threw me in that chair and started beating on me. So nothing. You don't got to give them a reason. They'll just do it. And El Charles probably going through something similar right now. Yes, they do need a mass audit.
Give that guy your number to call you and see if she knows to tell you his full name. So I can
Yes.
get-
Yep, already did that.
Or did you CW?
Yep. He just now sent me an email. So I gotta look it up when I get off here. More cops out of control, yep. James Edwards says all courtrooms should be able to video in, yes. California Citizen Watch says this must be the number to the jail or the county. 520-351-4900. Yes. Everything is a corruption video in court. He says, that's my point. They can also do it in the cat. So this is also where the guy died from a beating. Yes, on the 15th of February. I was in there on February 6th. And I warned them they was going to kill someone if they keep doing what they was doing, what they did to me, and make you stop breathing. But they don't care. These guys are evil people at that jail, you know, and the county sheriffs is no better. So we're gonna come heavy on them guys. They come out, and the county sheriff's gotta drive around town too to hold this. Obviously,
Oh, obviously.
I put that up against it because I wouldn't do it without no weight in it, so I put water in it. But if I could get that movie, that one up there, I'd put it on. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go doing a few check-in on some things and checking my email, and then go from there.